If you had the opportunity to put together your 4 all-time favorite sprinters and combine them together in a 4x100 meter relay, who would you choose? There are many great options here, and of course I'm sure many of you have Usain Bolt on your list, and this would make perfect sense. This man has gone down in history as the greatest sprinter to ever live, and it's not a bad choice considering he is a part of the world record team. But in a recent interview, Usain Bolt himself was asked this question, and take a guess on who you think he selected for his 4x100 team. Well, he singled out 2 of his fellow Jamaicans, Asafa Powell and Johan Blake, and he also added Justin Gatlin into this 4x100 meter dream team. Honestly, this is a very solid choice here because these 4 are some of the greatest sprinters of all time. They've got some of the greatest personal records in the history of the sport, and honestly, it seems like a cohesive team. But what's very bizarre about this selection process is because it was actually met with some rather strange pushback from a few key articles. Here's the banner on Pulse Sports Kenya when Usain Bolt selected his 4x100 team. It's one thing to say that he should have selected someone else, such as Noah Lyles or perhaps Fred Curley, but to say that Usain Bolt snubs Noah Lyles just seems a bit extra in my opinion. Now, this article put into perspective that Noah Lyles is certainly one of the big faces in sprinting right now, and they also went into detail how he is this year's Olympic champion in the 100. And personally, I think that Noah would have been a great addition to any 4x100 team, as he has amazing closing abilities, his anchor split running is certainly impressive, but it is a rather difficult sell to put Noah Lyles over Usain Bolt on the anchor position, because Usain Bolt has the single fastest closing split of all time in the 4x1, and while Noah does have a very quick close of around 8.75 for the anchor, it just seems like a logical choice to have Usain Bolt on the final leg. I also fully respect putting Johan Blake, Asafa Powell, and Justin Gatlin on this relay team, and I think that Usain Bolt chose this team because they all competed around the same time, they've got a lot of chemistry together, and it honestly does make a difference that they competed against each other many times, so that familiarity and potential cohesion is an important part of a relay team, as we have recently seen when it comes to the United States running in the 4x1 in the Olympic Games. I don't see anything wrong with Bolt's choices here, but many people did, and this got me thinking, what really would be the greatest 4x100 team that anyone could put together? I think you would have to put Usain Bolt on this relay team, and I think that Johan Blake makes sense as well. He has done some of the craziest third leg running that I have ever seen. But given their personal records, I think Tyson Gay would also make a great addition. I also think Noah Lyles would make a great addition. And Justin Gatlin and Asafa Powell would be borderline irreplaceable, as they have run many records when it comes to relay running. Now, fast personal records don't necessarily equate to fast relay times, and as we previously mentioned, this has proven to be the case many times in the recent Olympic Games. But this really got me thinking about this question of what's the greatest relay team to put together. There's many names that you could put in this relay team, there's many names that might be rather surprising, and with this in mind, I would actually love to hear your thoughts on who you would put in your dream team for the 4x1. Would you have Bolt? Would you have Lyles? Would you have Asafa Powell, Justin Gatlin, Johan Blake? Leave your thoughts down below on who you would put in the dream team for the 4x1. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, hasta luego.